How can you make money with Bitcoin without owning any Bitcoin? Bitcoin ATMs. What's up guys, my name is Dustin Warner. I'm one of the co-founders of BTMMachines.com, along with Spencer Cutler and Justin Gilmore. We built our history off of ATMMachines.com. We've been in the ATM industry for over 15 years. We have thousands of machines nationwide. We're on the #1 page of Google. And so we've become one of the most successful ATM operators in the country. And we're bringing the same success to the Bitcoin ATM industry. If you're someone who's looking for passive income, or looking for the next investment, but you don't know how to crack the crypto code, keep listening. You can invest in a program that lets you make money off of cryptocurrency without owning any cryptocurrency. What is that? That's a Bitcoin ATM. What is a Bitcoin ATM? You walk up to it, you put cash in, you get Bitcoin out. It's as simple as that. So how do we make money? There's a fee charged for every transaction the customer does. And so if you can own one of these, then you can make money on those transactions, and you can make money in the crypto industry without owning any cryptocurrency, without taking the risk of the volatility, and without, quite frankly, guessing and speculating on what cryptocurrency is going to do. Whether we like it or not, Bitcoin is not going anywhere. And people are continuing to buy it, and buy it. And right now, there's more than 21,000 Bitcoin ATMs in the United States alone, and it's continuing to grow. And this industry is very young. The ATM industry, in contrast, has been around for over 25 years. When it first started in the mid-90s with no ATMs, now there's almost 300,000 ATMs in the United States alone. And that shows you the industry grew over 25 years. Right now it's flatter than it was in the mid-90s, but it's still growing and people are still making money, they're still making a killing. But the people who got in at the ground floor are making the most money in the ATM industry. And if you want to be at the ground floor of the next industry, it's the Bitcoin ATM industry. This has only been around for 4 or 5 years. With only 21,000 machines, there's still huge growth potential. Now it's well known enough to where if you get in, people understand what it is, but it's still early enough so there's no saturation, there's still a ton of growth potential. And we've got a program that's the first of its kind where the person like you, if you want to buy 1 machine, you want to buy 100 machines, you want to buy 1,000 machines, we've got a program for you. The Bitcoin ATMs are the only way that people can convert large amounts of cash to cryptocurrency. They can do it no other way at all. And so this industry, there's companies doing $25–50 million a year, which is a few hundred machines, and that's what we're offering to you. The average Bitcoin ATM sold $40,000 of Bitcoin every month. And the typical fee charged on that machine is 17%. But for sake of example, let's say it's charging 20%, which the biggest Bitcoin ATM operator does charge right now. So if you're pulling in $40,000 a month in Bitcoin sales and you're charging 20%, and you're bringing in $8,000 a month of revenue for yourself as the owner and operator of that Bitcoin ATM. One huge reason people get into the Bitcoin ATM industry is because of the margins. The margins on these things are incredible right now. It's still early enough where people aren't at a race to the bottom. It probably will be in 5 to 10 years, which is another reason you want to get in on this early. Because just like the ATM industry, just like the merchant processing industry, credit card processing, after a certain amount of time, it's just a race to the bottom. It's just who can offer the cheapest transaction fees and the biggest compensation to any location that will host your machine. And so we're not in that state yet. We're still getting great margins, so now is a great time to get in. When you want to buy a Bitcoin ATM, a lot of people, they don't really know what's involved. And it is actually a pretty complicated process, and that's what I'm here to tell you. It's not simple. You don't just go online, click a few buttons, and buy a Bitcoin ATM. There's actually a lot of work involved. First off, you have to form a company. And second, you have to make sure you're compliant with federal law. Third, you have to make sure you have certain licenses in every state that requires it, and almost every state does require it. You have to have an entire compliance program. So all of that has to be in place before you can even buy a machine and use it. We can actually help you set up your entire company so you can keep that 20% fee, that 15% fee, that 17% fee, minus your operating costs, of course, all for yourself. We can hold your hand every step of the way because we've done it. We have a course for you where we can teach you how to do that, and with that course, we'll actually give you your first location for free as part of the course. You'll have your machine included in the course price. So really, if you're somebody who wants to build a Bitcoin ATM business, you have time, you're willing to put in the money, you might as well stand on our shoulders. Why try to figure it out on your own when we've already figured it out for you? The other thing you might be thinking is, okay, well, I don't have the time to set up my own company, and I'm willing to maybe give up a little bit of that fee. And we have a program for you too. If you maybe have a network of people and you know people who own stores and you've got some spare money laying around, what we can do is we can sell you a machine and keep some of that transaction fee, and you don't have to do anything I just described to you. You don't have to have any special expertise. You don't have to have any investment knowledge. You don't need to know about cryptocurrency. You don't need licenses. You don't need the compliance program. You don't need to have software. You don't need any of that. You literally say, I know this gas station owner, or maybe you own your own store, and you just write a check for a machine. We will install it for you. We will do all of the back-end processing. We will do everything, and it is literally a passive opportunity for you from that point forward. So the program there is, you get the locations, you buy the machine, we do everything else. Some of you might be thinking, okay, well, I don't even have that. I don't have a network of people. I don't have time to build a business. I just want to put my money somewhere and I want to make money on it. That program is where we find the locations, we build it for you. All you do is buy machines. And we take a little bit more of the transaction fee with that program, but you still get great returns. And so here's some examples of machines that we have and some of the returns we're getting. These are actual dashboard examples. These are actual earnings. This is actual revenue. So why would you work with us as opposed to any other Bitcoin ATM company? First reason is we can give new customers $5 in free Bitcoin. This is an advantage you'll have because no other Bitcoin ATM does this. They all just put the machine in a location and they wait for customers to come to it. Secondly, our machines are two-way machines, and they're machines where a recycler is installed. That means any money that goes in can also be recycled and then spit back out for anybody who wants to sell their crypto and get cash out of the machine. Most transactions, over 95% of them, are a buy of Bitcoin. People are not getting cash out. However, getting cash out provides peace of mind for the customer. So a lot of times people, when they go on coinatmradar.com and they look for a Bitcoin ATM, they're looking for ones that allow large transaction volume, a size, so they want to be able to buy a lot at one time. And then they're also thinking, well, if I go to a machine that has buy and sell, it gives them peace of mind. They know they can get their cash back. And secondly, locations like buy and sell capability, because there is perceived value there. Our ability to close locations and hosting machines is much higher, and attract customers is much higher just by having a buy and sell capability on the machine. Next, our machines are wrapped, they look beautiful, it's our branding, you get to use our brand. Our brand goes a long way. Next, we're the only program out there that gives access to the Bitcoin ATM industry to the common person. You don't have to be an ATM operator. You can, and we'll work with you. You don't have to know anything about crypto. We'll still work with you. You don't have to know anything. If you just got money sitting around and you want to put it somewhere, we'll work with you. We're the first program to do that. We don't have minimum order quantities. We do require you to qualify. All applicants have to fill out and complete a soft credit check and a background check. We're looking for simple things, making sure you don't have any tax liens or felonies that would potentially put the machine at risk of being repossessed or taken. And other than that, that's the application process. You don't need some income requirements, you just need the money to buy the machine. Remember, you want to get in now. When we find a location for you, we have limited locations. That is only available on a first come, first served basis. So you want to get in on this earlier. The Bitcoin ATM industry is growing extremely fast, and you want to get in before it gets saturated, before it's a race to the bottom, while the margins are good. Companies are adopting Bitcoin everywhere. A big gas station chain, Circle K, just signed a contract with a Bitcoin ATM operator to put Bitcoin ATMs in almost all their stores. You got to sign on, you got to take advantage of it. Don't wait, get on board with us. Either we can help you build your own company, we can help you get locations, you can write us checks, whatever it is, we can work with you and get a great ROI. So sign up, take advantage of it now, get in on the ground floor.